Diamond Mendez feels it is important to show his support to the victims of the San Bernardino mass shooting, in part because of his own family history.
My father was murdered when I was 3 in Las Vegas. My grandmother was taken from me. 3 years ago, my cousin, Keith Lawrence, and Monica Kwan, his fiance, were murdered by Chris Dorner.
The 2013 manhunt for Christopher Dorner in Southern California dominated news headlines. In an act of retaliation after he was fired by the Los Angeles Police Department, 33-year-old Dorner ambushed Mendez's cousin Lawrence and his fiancée Kwan, who was the daughter of a retired LAPD captain. Dorner later died in a standoff with law enforcement. When the San Bernardino shootings unfolded on December 2nd, Mendez recalled it was just 1 day shy of the 22nd anniversary of the burglary gone wrong that ultimately claimed the life of his father, Tracy Lee Lawrence.
He was shot, I think, 17 times or something, but he didn't die because of the bullets. He died because of a blood clot on Christmas Day, weeks later. So they attempted to kill my father, but I knew God had a reason for him not to die on the spot because, he reconciled with us.
As Mendez watched the events in San Bernardino unfold on TV, he began to wonder if the victims had the opportunity his own father had in the final moments of his life.
Did they have time to reconcile? Did they go to work upset? And a lot of people don't know if it's going to be their last day or not.
Which is what brings Mendez here, to the expanding makeshift memorial for the victims and survivors of San Bernardino's tragedy. He says he's here to listen, to pray, but most importantly, to let those suffering know he is someone who intimately understands their grief.
When something like this happens, they don't feel it right away. I know they don't. It's like breath being taken from you. The minute it settles in, that's when you have to come in and not be peacemaker, but show that there is peace in front of this.
He says his advice to those enduring the intense grief in the wake of these attacks comes from a place of understanding.
This will get better only because there's joy that comes in the morning. And I'm not talking about daylight to darkness to daylight, but the morning, the shedding of the tears. So it's okay to remember them and to mourn, but there will become love and peace from it.
A peace that the victims and the community of San Bernardino still search for 6 days after the event that transformed their community. Kane, Farabaugh, VOA News, San Bernardino, California.